What's going on, y'all? It's your boy H Dog back here with another video, and I want to make this quick video before I get ready to go to work. And it's that I think Nintendo, you're probably reacting off the title, Nintendo will never make a console that competes with the likes of PlayStation, likes of Microsoft. Those two companies will always produce consoles that's more powerful than Nintendo can ever push out. And the reason why I say that is, look at history. And I don't want nobody to go all the way back to the fucking 80s and 90s when they dominated. No, I mean when it comes to the era of like PS1, PS2, PS3, the OG Xbox, Xbox 360, even Xbox One, and the PS4 as well. Look back at history. When has Nintendo ever historically competed with the likes of those companies? When has, historically speaking, Nintendo ever made a console about as powerful as a PS2, PS3, PS4? Never. Even a console that they made like the Nintendo Switch is something that never was made to be about as powerful as a PS4 or Xbox One. Now, the reason why I'm getting into this is because apparently there was some type of leak from a credited or accurate Nintendo leaker insider who says that they have a Super Switch coming, and this is how they worded it, not me. And it would be weird for it to be called a Super Switch. It's not the first time, historically speaking, Nintendo has used the phrase super in any console. It wouldn't be the first, won't be the last probably. But at the same time, I look at this like, I'm not saying the leak's bullshit. I'm not saying he's lying. I'm not saying he's full of shit, because according to people, he has an accurate track record. But there's just no way on earth that Nintendo is going to make a console that's on par with a PS5 or Series X. It's absolutely impossible. The reason why I say that, you can't never point to a time where they had a console that competed with any other console, historically speaking. So why would they do it now? And people can say, well, why wouldn't they? You would be right. Why wouldn't Nintendo do it? They make a lot of money. Their games have made them a lot of money. The Switch has made them a lot of money. Their exclusives have outsold PlayStation exclusives, and this is an absolute fact, because there was a time when I thought that PlayStation exclusives outsold Nintendo Switch exclusives. But with the likes of Animal Crossing selling, like, I think last I checked, it was 20 million or 25 million. Correct me if I'm wrong. Then you got Zelda games. That's, I think, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, it sold like crazy. Splatoon sold like crazy. Super Smash Bros sold like crazy. You get where I'm going. A lot of these games sold incredibly well. So if you're looking from a financial standpoint, why wouldn't they? And I personally would want them to make a console, or wouldn't mind them making a console that's about as powerful as a Switch, about as powerful as an Xbox Series X, about as powerful as a PS5. But will they? No, because they like to take the cheap route. They'll probably take the cheap route and do something that's not as powerful. Even though from a financial standpoint, they got the money. And they can't, and I don't want anybody to say that Nintendo don't got the money to make a console about as powerful as they do. But one reason why I think that it'll never happen is because of how much of a shit company Nintendo is. The Nintendo Online is shit, garbage. They're just now deciding to get rid of it after, what, 10 plus years? Party chat system ass, we already know that. We don't need to get into that. Plus, like I said, I don't think that there'll ever be a time in which they will have a console that competes with the likes of PlayStation and Xbox. I would love that. Don't get me wrong, I would want them to, especially with the money that they've been making. At the same time, it's kind of hard for me to believe that they're even making a console that rivals these next gen systems. It's hard for me to believe. Like, I would literally have to see it in action. I would literally have to be playing it and seeing it be on par, or seeing at least one or two games on par with the likes of a PlayStation game or a Xbox game. I would like to see that. You can't find none. You can't find a single Switch game that, graphically speaking, looks about as damn good on the Switch as a PlayStation game or an Xbox game. And that's just an absolute fact. Now, do I really believe it? 50-50. 50, like one side is like the guy has a accurate track record, but the other side is it's Nintendo. Like I have faith in them to deliver a console that's on par with the next gen systems, about as much as I have faith in Nintendo not overcharging ports. And that's another thing, like the fucking ports. With the most recent egregious action of having a full price port with The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword HD. They're calling it HD. They're calling it HD, but it don't look HD. It just looks ancient and old. That's just one, and it's full price. Not to mention the Mario 3D All-Stars collection. That is a complete ripoff. And you have no absolute reason to pay for that, no matter how much of a Nintendo fan you are. You have no reason to pay for that because you can emulate those games right now on PC. So it's absolutely no reason for you to get those games. It just absolutely isn't. With that being said, let me know what you guys think about this in the comments below. Do you believe this rumor? Do you think it has some credibility? Do you think one day Nintendo will actually compete with Microsoft and PlayStation? Now listen, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I wouldn't be fed. I wouldn't mind being fed some crow and they actually deliver. I would love that. But like I said, I have faith in them to deliver on anything when it comes to making a console that's about as powerful as a next gen console. About as much as I have faith in them not to put out overpriced ports. But like I said, with that being said, if you guys enjoyed the video, hit the like button. If you're new here, subscribe to the channel to stay updated on the latest gaming news and live streams that I do. And with that being said, been your boy H Dog. I'm out. Peace.